Chantelle Casillas is an immigration attorney in Berkeley, California, and we are speaking to her. Counselor, welcome. What is the difference between immigration court and ICE?
The difference between immigration court and ICE is that immigration court is where you'll find your immigration judges who issue the decisions on your immigration case. When people refer to ICE, that stands for Immigration and Customs Enforcement. And typically when people say ICE, you're referring to, the trial attorneys in your case who are opposing counsel, who are typically trying also to enforce our immigration laws, like the judges. However, they are most akin to your prosecutors, for example, in a state court system.
And how can I tell from a document?
In order to tell who is sending you which document or where your documents are coming from, it's very important to kind of read towards the top. So for example, if you receive something with a hearing date and a time, then that would be called a hearing notice. And at the very top of the document, it'll say that it is coming from the immigration court that will be hearing your case. Typically, if you get a document from ICE, for example, your notice to appear, which states the charges and allegations that the government is pressing against you, or in other words, stating that you violated by entering the country illegally or by overstaying a visa, that will say that it is coming from Immigration and Customs Enforcement, or Enforcement and Removal Operations, which is ERO. There's a lot of little short names for everything.
Are they always in the same city?
No, they're very, very different. Immigration court and ICE are not the same things. However, there's a lot of wariness from the public because they are made up of they come out of the same agency, which falls out of like the Department of Justice, Department of Homeland Security, but they are two separate entities.
And what happens if I move?
If you move, it is extremely important to notify the court and the government that you are moving. You have to let the immigration court and the government know that you're moving within 5 days after you've changed your address. And in order to do this, let's say you have a removal hearing before the court, you need to file something called Form E33. It's on blue paper, and that has to get filed with the court where your case is being heard in order to let them know that you plan on, that you've just moved or that you are moving to your new venue or your new location. However, there's also a second step that most people forget. You also have to notify USCIS, and that is through Form AR11, which comes on white paper, and you have to mail it to a completely different location. You have to also let them know within 5 business days that you've moved, because typically asylum proceedings are a bifurcated process if you're in immigration court. That means that you have to let both the immigration court know as well as USCIS, which is the non-immigration court portion. No.
All right, Counselor. Thank you very much for your time.